Hello, and welcome to the video. This is a deep dive into tactics and performance of a high-level MTC player, with over 250 hours on the game. I hope I can share knowledge that you may not know or entertain you for a short while in this dark world and provide a little bit of relief along the way. So sit back and observe as I play a desperate defense and infiltration as fish state against the Hawk Republic over the Arctic airbase in Multicrew tank combat on Roblox. Shall we begin? So, let's begin the match. I spawn in to hear explosions and gunfire. Assuming that we are being spawn camped, I equip the RPG-7V2, SVD and C4, and head to the fight. I struggle to get up the sandbags due to the recently nerfed jumping, and employ a little bit of parkour to get to where I want to go. I then begin to assess the situation from the safety of the spawn shield. I quickly identify the targets as a BMPT Terminator and some kind of T-Series tank, likely a T-80. I begin to range the Terminator as it is a stationary target. Then I use the right bracket on my keyboard to zero the RPG to 300 meters. I fire. The shot lands over him. I clearly aimed too high. Time to reload and aim lower. The shot lands, taking out his breech for the autocannons, meaning he can't accurately fire anymore. I continue to reload. A teammate sets up a tow missile next to me. I back up to give him and myself some space. No serious damage except for his ammo rack. It has 400 HP and I did 385. Destroyed, but this is only the beginning. I resupply my RPG and head to the next spawn camper. Using this hill, I instantly spot a T-Series tank and get to work, ranging it with the binoculars and setting the range on my RPG. The shot lands too low. I readjust to his breech as my target. The tandem warhead fails to penetrate the EI, though the rocket hits, so I fire again. It penetrates, dealing a light amount of damage to the crew. Another penetration, this time only damaging the ammo. The rocket connects with the gun barrel and damages it lightly. I am now out of ammo. I resupply and head to finish him off. His shot at me and following machine gun fire remind me how close I am to the spawn shield. The machine gun fire throws my screen around and forces a miss. The rocket lands, taking out his gun breech. It's retreat or death now. This rocket lands well, causing huge damage to his ammo rack. After the rocket lands, the tank begins to sizzle and cook off, sealing its fate. I aim at a Terminator with my last rocket, though a friendly gets the kill. I resupply once more before heading to clear out tanks near spawn, paving a way for my team to escape and play the game. I begin chasing the source of the smoke cloud you can see. I see a burning wreckage nearby. It is a friendly truck, likely from a friendly on a one-way trip with C4. I see the likely culprit of the smoke cloud, a BMP-3 IFV, deadly to my teammates as it shreds infantry and light vehicles. I range it and take fire. A great hit thanks to its lack of armor. The rocket takes out its gunner, allowing my teammates a reprieve from its fire. I die, but with great progress made. With my points, I get a new loadout with the RPG-29, SVD and mines for area denial. I also select a uniform to help me blend with the terrain better. After that, it's back to the fight to clear spawn, nearly finished with defeating the enemies. While patrolling the edge of the spawn, my teammate opens fire on an enemy. I have no clue what it is, but considering my teammates set it alight, I might as well try to destroy it too. I range, and I fire. I hit, but my teammate once again gets the kill for it. Another edit to the Wikipedia page for Hawk Republic space launch attempts as the turret goes flying. I see an airdrop occurring, but as it is nearing the end of its drop, I dare not waste a rocket on it. Good thing too, a BMP-3 has once again entrenched itself to harass my team. I better get rid of it. The RPG-29's tandem warhead fails to penetrate the armor. It is now gone, a wasted opportunity. After a short search, I find it again. This shot finds its mark, taking out the crew of the vehicle and setting it alight. Another kill, and another edit to the Wikipedia page. With spawn now mostly cleared, I equip a new loadout with my points, electing to replace the SVD with the high explosive RPG, allowing me to bypass active protection systems that I would certainly face shortly. I also equip an FPV drone. I spawn in a M113 APC, with supplies on the roof allowing me unlimited autonomy away from my spawn and a spawn point for my teammates. My objective in this is to harass and destroy enemy tanks and destabilize their reinforcement routes. I leave spawn and head for the C point. I spot and hear a Hawk vehicle. I identify it as a BMD-2, a Hawk airdroppable IFV. With minimal armor, shot placement doesn't really matter. I fire away. A pitiful attempt at entering space, but no matter. We have a job to do. I get back in the M113 and continue on. I hear autocannon fire as I approach the ramp to C point. I will dismount and scale the rock wall to investigate. Reaching the top of the wall, I identify it quickly as a BTR-90, a Hawk-wheeled IFV. With armor equivalent to toilet paper and a small crew layout, I can afford to be lazy with the shot. Instant destruction, as predicted, time to move on. Back in the M113, I hear explosions behind me. I turn around to see a Hawk vehicle, confirming it by moving my mouse over it. I aim with my RPG, assuming he will notice me any second, and fire. The shot knocks out the driver. I make a quick run for it, abandoning my M113 in the process. I would rather survive than be killed. I go to take another shot, but I cannot get a good shot thanks to the screen shaking. An ATGM is fired at me, and I die. While not a great death, it bought my teammates some time and allowed me to recover mentally. I take stock, change my loadout to now bring a NLAW out and instead opt for a MTLB-VM instead of a M113, as Hawk players will likely not shoot at it immediately if they spot it. I hope this random would come and join me on my expedition, but they run away. Whilst driving, I think about my past death and wondered should I have even bothered engaging that Terminator and would anything come of it. I pass an abandoned friendly truck on my way to my next location. Whilst thinking, I get an assist for the Terminator and its crew, putting a dead stop to those thoughts and allowing me to focus on my mission ahead. After reaching a location to set up, I send a message in team chat, letting them know that they can spawn on me if they want. You can spawn on friendly transport and light vehicles in the locker menu, along with a map telling you where they are. I await a minute but no one shows up. Solo it is then. I hear, and then spot a helicopter leaving its spawn, a suboptimal but potentially engageable target for my high explosive RPG. I attempt to lead the RPG in advance to strike the center of the helicopter. A miss, a shame. It will now fly away uncontested, likely with paratroopers inside to harass my team. While thinking about that helicopter, a stream of rockets come onto my screen. Artillery, likely forcing my team to stay inside of spawn and perish, was my new target. Flipping the N-Law onto top attack mode with Z, I hold F to lock the target, and fire. It strikes true, killing the gunner of the artillery inside, whilst not killing the vehicle. That annoyance and surprise likely hurts the gunner mentally. I then travel to a new location to avoid being killed by artillery that would likely come. I position myself near their spawn to strike at any valuable targets. Half a dozen vehicles leave their spawn. My team has a lot of bad things heading their way. Among the clutter I can see a Buratino, a rocket artillery piece that can lock entire teams in spawn, that had to go. The N-Law has no trouble destroying it. Excellent. It will take them roughly 5 minutes to spawn another one. The helicopter's noise is loud and annoying. Despite being crashed, it hasn't been destroyed. I will set it alight to get credited at least for the kill later on in the match. A miss at first, of course, and I fire again. The rocket lands, and I can now go. I rotate positions with the MTLB again, and I see another Buratino firing. It seems the crew of the last one have managed to get another one. No worries, it is time to employ the FPV drone. But I hear engine noises near me and turn to investigate. A Burlak, a high-end Hawk prototype tank equipped with an active protection system, a 4-second autoloader and blowout panels. It would be impossible for my team to destroy without their own tanks. Time to try my best to take it out. I hit the fuel tank. At first I thought this was a bad hit, but then realized the crew of the tank would be stranded if they hadn't bought jerrycans and would have to reset or walk back to their spawn, assuming they wanted to abandon the tank. This had accidentally tied up 3 enemies to the tank, 3 enemies that would not bother my team. I reposition, in case they fire a high explosive shell at me, and set up my drone once more, aiming to finish this tank. As I approach, I can see a crew member outside. They hop back in, hearing the drone that had taken them out prior coming back in. But they made a mistake. In their panic to get back inside, they had forgotten to close the hatch. My once unguided attack now had a juicy target to aim for. A full crew kill. That tank was now going to sit there for the rest of the match, being an obstacle for their team as I continued forth. Though, fourth would come to an end shortly. Having stirred the hornet's nest of most of the Hawk team, they had sent a few people out to come and get me. Tanks? I could kill. Infantry? I could kill, but I did not have any AA equipment to defeat that Mi-24 attack helicopter coming to kill me. This was it. After I thought he had gone down in the trees, I hastily approached to try and finish him, a grave mistake on my part. So with only a few minutes left in the match, I decide to just hang out in spawn and help my team with the spawn campers. Unfortunately, this match was a loss. Due to the organized efforts of the enemy and their superior equipment, they were able to pin most of my team down in spawn, and those that did get out did not have a plan of where they wanted to go. Let's discuss how the match went and what to improve upon. I think, individually, I did stellar. I was top of my team in kills, vehicle kills, and the least deaths, but my impact did not decide the course of the battle. I think engaging that Terminator instead of capturing C point was a mistake, and even if the correct play was to destroy that Terminator, I did a very poor job at it, not targeting critical components and instead killing the driver while there was still a gunner present. Immobilizing and killing the crew of the Burlak was a great play from me, even if mostly accidental. Whether it actually had any impact on the game, I don't know. I did kill more tanks, infantry, and helicopters, but I did not show the clips as they would have dragged the video on too long, and they did not add much. The Mi-24 came after me after I had destroyed 3 tanks and 2 artillery pieces outside of their spawn with the FPV and N-Law, so there is a lot of footage still missing. I think going forward, I need to be a bit more passive, perhaps laying mines and giving intelligence to my team as recon would have helped, and also confirming kill shots with the N-Law would have saved me trouble in the long run. I also think my lack of anti-aircraft capabilities left me very vulnerable and allowed helicopters to slip through my grasp. I could remedy this by improving my aim with the high-explosive RPG, or getting randoms to fill in the anti-air role with me with the Igla or Stinger missiles. Overall, it was a okay match. It was still a loss but a bearable one. I did what I could given the tools at my disposal, but it was still not enough. Perhaps I will be able to impact the game more next match. I hoped you liked the video. I would really like to continue with this content, and you showing engagement would really help me with this. Consider liking and commenting what you thought I could do better, and while you are down there, perhaps maybe consider subscribing? Regardless if you do or don't, I am glad you have watched the video. Take care, and I shall perhaps see you in the next video. Bye bye.